Okay, I'm gonna try and make this a quick video, okay? I will try, I promise. Okay, hi, I'm Quavia from JuJu Time, and this video, so this video is going to be a tarot card for the month of July 2020. Okay, so the main energy that will be within this next couple of months, this next month, I'm sorry, not couple of months, for this month, for July. And for it, so little backstory. Oh, and I am coming to you from my bed this time because I am feeling super comfortable. And yeah, so I thought, you know, you guys can join me here on my bed and like chat. I think that's nice, you know. But any which way, so backstory. So if you follow me on Instagram at JuJu Time, I asked everyone like how do they start the morning, you know, because I was curious, and you know, it's always good because I can learn from other people, you know, and perhaps maybe implement anyway. And there were a good few people that implement like a journaling morning practice. Now I do journal. I actually have my journal here. I have it right here. I do journal, but I tend to journal when I get the feeling to, and of course when I have dreams and stuff like that, obviously. But when it's just me writing or something like that, is mainly when I feel the need to write, versus like having a daily practice. But it is something that I want to implement, some form of a daily, you know, a daily practice of you know, doing some journaling. So with this look into the energies of this month, I thought it would be a very good idea that we together can maybe just discuss some journaling prompts and relate it to the tarot card energy that will be surrounding the month of July 2020. That way throughout July, you know, there's some sort of focus and hopefully physical, spiritual, mental, you know, elevation or realization that can come out of July for, you know, for everyone, or, you know, or some questions, or I don't know, just some, I was gonna say inflections, but I know that's not the right, reflections. Some internal reflections that, you know, could be useful for your own personal growth, including my own. So, alrighty, let's just begin. I'm gonna try and make this video short because I'm a talker, damn it. And I do have my notes here, because if I do not have notes, then it's just me going on and on and on, and it's just unorganized. So I do have my notes here, that way I can focus. But all right, the card for July 2020 is the Two of Swords. It's quite unsurprising that it's the Two of Swords, to be quite honest. So I have two tarot decks. Of course, this is the normal classic Rider-Waite, well, classic as we now, you know, we say it's classic, so I suppose it's classic, I don't know. The most known Rider-Waite deck. And but I have another deck, and it's from the, here, can you see? Yes, the Herb Crafters Tarot. And I really do love this tarot deck. So I went through and I found what would be the like, what's the card? What's the Two of Swords in the Herb Crafters Tarot deck? Because what I like to do is sometimes, you know, I'm pretty sure you all know, right? Like depending on like the artist and their background and their spiritual background, of course, and stuff like that, certain decks, especially tarot decks, you know, it has the basic meaning, you know, the Two of Swords, you know, basic meaning, but depending on the artist and stuff like that, you sometimes get like an extra layer of their insight onto the card, which then expands your, you know, insight on that card, you know, no matter what deck that you may go to and stuff like that, you know, it's there, it's still there. And then when spirit wants to just like, you know, just pluck it right out. Okay, see, there I am talking, but you get the point. So the Two of Swords, the card that's represented by the Two of Swords in the Herb Crafter's Tarot is the Two of Air, and it's the herb, the flower, I'm sorry, chicory. Yeah, chicory. I love chicory. But we're gonna get, later on in the video, we're gonna discuss some magical uses for the herb chicory, especially for the month of July. But first, let's get through these prompts, the journal prompts that maybe you want to consider and think about as you go forward for July 2020. And there are 6 of them. There are 6 of them that I wanted to share with you all. So the first 2, to be quite honest, are in regards to your resources. So the first one is, let me read it. I should probably have my glasses on, maybe. I am blind. I do want to get a new pair of glasses. I don't wear them too often and stuff because it's an old pair. So it's time to get a new style of glasses. Can't wait to get a new style, but okay. All right, little glare there, but okay. Alrighty, so when making decisions, are you using all of the resources and knowledge sources that are available to you? If not, why? When I came with this question, you know, a lot of different reasons why not, you know, were coming in my head. I should probably take these off when I don't need them. That way the glare doesn't bother anyone or bother me. But like, I know like sometimes like location, perhaps openness, vulnerability. I mean, there's so many different reasons of why you may not be, you know, when making big, deep decisions, why you are, you know, if you are honestly using all of your resources and knowledge sources. But the second question in regards to your resources is, what are some unique resources that are available to you in your time of need? Now, it depends on what you view as unique, you know, what's going on in your life right now, or, you know, some unique resources that you may have. But I would say for me, podcasts, books, websites, you know, your elders for sure are, you know, a unique resource. They are a library, you know, in a sense. And if you have godparents, if you're in the African traditional practices, having a godparent is super important for many of the practices. So if you have a godparent, that is definitely a unique and blessing, you know, blessed resource for sure. And then on top of that, as for me, you know, my aunts, I was looking at my ancestral altar, but my ancestors are also I would consider a unique and blessed resource that that I have and that you have, by the way, you know. On the top of my head, some of my most on top of my head, the 2 podcasts that I love to just listen to when I'm on the metro or tram or anything like that would be a little JuJu's podcast. She's fantastic. She's so lovely, so knowledgeable. I love her. And if you don't know her, you need to, okay? I will make sure I put like, because she does have a YouTube, she has a YouTube, but she also have an Instagram. So I'll make sure to just link those. That way, you know, you guys can check her out and stuff like that if you don't already know of her. And then another one of my favorite podcasts is Orisha Wisdom. Love. I don't know how many loves I can say. I'm just gonna do the childish thing and just say love to infinity, because that just wins out. So there you go. If I can think of any other podcasts, then I'll make sure to link them, because you know, they are a deep and important, a unique resource to me, because of the energy that especially these 2 individuals that I just mentioned, they put into their work, and it's amazing. Books wise, oh man, okay, I keep books right here on my nightstand and in my purse. Maybe we can just do that. But the books that are my go-to grab for any sort of resource, and now I would say resource in terms of wisdom. You know, sometimes you just need, you know, when you just open that book or you listen to that song and it's just like, oh, that's what I needed to hear. You know, those sort of moments. For my wisdom-based resources, the first book is that I love to death is The Sibyls by Mama Zogbe. I really hope I'm putting respect on her name and pronouncing that correctly. Man, but love. And another resource that I just also love, it's more like my comfort book. It's not on, that one is definitely in my purse, is Jambalaya. Love that book a lot. And let's see, let me choose one more. 3, I like the number 3, so it's fine. I think this one, yeah, Power of the Psalms. This is a great resource as well. It has like all the Psalms of the Bible, and breaks down how you can use each of the Psalms. I will admit, I will admit, in some of my books, not all of them, in some of my books, I do write in it. I know for some people that is sacrilege, but I do sometimes write in my books. But in this one, I had to, because you know, I like to put my own magic, my own ashe, my own divine being into each thing that I do. So of course, my ancestors are all up in this as well. So I take what is given, but then of course, make it mine, make it my magic, you know, and I love it. So, okay, see, this is why I have a list of things to talk about, because I would just sit and just talk about books the whole time, and then where would we be? Okay, number 3 is the third journal prompt is, are you moving with or against the flow of life right now? Yeah, are you moving with or against the flow of life right now? And on top of that, I would say, you know, what methods are you using, or what methods are you going to set the intention? My camera, okay. What methods are you going to set the intention of using this month to go with the flow? Whether it's like a yoga, dancing practice, a nature-based practice, something that just allows you to just go with the flow. And this is, once again, this is related again to the 4th journal prompt that you can write about for this month. And it's, are you allowing solutions to come to you, or are you forcing your way through these, whatever your situation is? You know, and then the question of why are you feeling the need to force? Yeah. So once again, this goes to how you can flow throughout the energy of this month. For me personally, I would say that when I am in a situation where I am needing to flow, I do love calling on the essence and character of Obatala, in the sense of calling in the patience and the wisdom of Obatala, in regards to making sure I stay present, making sure I stay wise, making sure I'm patient, obviously, but also realizing that I am exactly where I need to be at this moment. You know, when I start feeling that anxious feeling of, okay, I just push through instead of, you know, intentionally feeling my way through, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. But yeah. On the other hand, you know, have you been avoiding a decision? I mean, that is definitely, you know, all over the Two of Swords, you know, perhaps avoidance. Yeah, have you been avoiding a decision? If so, do you have a rational reason for waiting, or are you operating out of fear of failure? I think for myself, that is definitely one that I want to sit with, meditate on, and whatnot. But perhaps, perhaps I have here, because perhaps not everyone is avoiding something, but if you're not avoiding something, maybe you are impatient for change. But even though you're impatient for the change, there's still like this fear or apathy that is, sort of holding you back just a little bit, My comment in regards to this, because, I do, for myself, I do get, I get those, blockages, and I am working through those blockages so that way that my divine self, my Ori, can guide me and guide me more efficiently when you can, control your mind. But my comment on it basically was to create affirmations. I would create affirmations that is tackling that fear or that apathy, and maybe perhaps create small and achievable goals towards that set decision, or that that project that you might be working on, and just things of that nature. But okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're on the last one. Okay, this number 6 is in regards to relationships. In regards to your relationship, are you withholding affection from a spouse, a friend, or a child out of spite? And then the follow-up questions with that would be like, what are you holding on to? What happened? And how can you release? How can you heal? How can you recover from it? And in certain situations, it's maybe childhood based. So what childhood trauma are you needing to perhaps slowly I don't know much. I'm not an astro girl, but I know we are in, you know, this Cancer season, so, you know, emotion based and stuff like that. So I say slowly, I say slowly, very seriously, you know. But yeah, so is there any childhood trauma that needs to be slowly addressed in regards to your healing or releasing or moving you out of this stagnant energy, you know, that may be cultivating around you and doesn't serve you and stuff? So in regards to things not serving you and how to move it, chicory, once again, as I said, from the Herb Crafters Tarot, is the flower, the herb that is associated with the Two of Swords. And and I want to just go through perhaps some magical uses, you know, of how you can use chicory in your own work and stuff like that. So some magical uses for chicory would be regards to success, healing, divination, invisibility, favors. You can use chicory for to overcome obstacles. Anything else? You can also use it for like strength, opening locks, if you catch my drift, you know. Also purification, one of the unique things that I like about chicory so much is that, one, it's just a beautiful flower, but in regards to it, like in regards to the flower, there are those that also call it the clock flower, and it's because it opens and closes with the sun. So in terms of your practice wise, it can be used to speed up or slow down time as you travel throughout different worlds. My battery is dying. Oh man. I'm almost done. Okay, let's just figure this out. But anyway, the last thing I just wanted to say was that basically chicory could be used to bridge the gap between two worlds where time may be different from what you may be used to. But this is mainly just so that, you know, the two worlds can line up together. So I find that very interesting about chicory, and something that the few of the magical uses that you can use chicory for. There's quite lovely and beautiful if you are experienced and know how to use it. But yeah, so of course, I just have to say, before you ingest any herb, before you use any herb on your skin or whatever, whether it's drinking it as a tea or making it oil and putting it on your skin, always talk to a doctor or like what are they called? Medicinal herbalist, or, you know, someone of that nature. That way you can always make sure that you are being safe. Be safe, please be safe. I want you to come back and talk with me. So yes, be safe. But yeah, so I think I got through all the questions. I got through the herb, the journaling prompts. Please let me know down below what ways, and, you know, do you use chicory? Do you like chicory? Do you not like chicory? You know, hey, spread the knowledge. I would love to know, you know, and learn from you, you know, from you all. That would be lovely. And also, what journaling what journaling prompts sort of feel like something you want to maybe write on or think about for this month and stuff. But yes, so I'm gonna go now, charge my battery. Please subscribe, follow, find me on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram, and we can talk to each other. I think that's lovely. So alrighty then, thank you very much, and I will see you all very soon.